Hello everybody, this is Shady here, and we are back with Final Fantasy 16. And yeah, we just need to continue on following Sid. You right, mate? Alright, yeah, so obviously, yeah, it is boss time. Okay.
A wyvern.
Ow.
I can see that. Doesn't happen to be a friend of yours, does it?
Okay, I'm getting my ass handed to me here. Yeah.
Guess we're ready.
There we go. Staggered.
Get him!
Stick him. Okay.
Get him! Sick him, Torgal!
Oh my god, I'm like not dodging at all, am I? There we go. Pretty much got him now.
Sick him, Torgal! You know what to do, boy. Sick him, Torgal!
There we go. Yeah, that wasn't too hard, was it? Anyway. Yeah, cutscene time now.
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open.
You're right, mate. Let's do that, like. Yeah, anyway, we just got to follow him. Yeah, pretty straightforward area. Ooh, item. Another potion. Nice.
Well, it appears we won't be going this way.
Yeah, obviously, as you can see with the health, yeah, the grayed out area is like the max amount you can sort of heal over time, or Toggle can heal for you. Anyway, yeah.
What is it, boy?
He's figured out where to go. Yeah, and obviously we need a prompt.
At least one of us knows these woods.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Torgal.
It's the old loading screen corridor. Obviously, yeah, that kind of became a thing for the PS3 360 era, didn't it?
And for once, it's not my fault.
I mean, I always loved that personally. The disguised loading screens. I think one of my favorites was always the. I think it was the elevators from Metal Gear Solid was called.
This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Sid.
Stay down.
Second toggle. Goodbye.
It's over. We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to.
Gonna
like
say
it.
that.
No. No, it doesn't.
Okay. Another little crevice. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, I was watching a video last night about the deadliest mountains. Yeah, obviously, I can't remember the name of the guy, but it's this YouTuber who does like countdown lists from like sort of least to most severe of a thing. And obviously he was talking about the deadliest mountains, and I think it was like the 5 most deadliest or something, and like the 5th one was actually Everest. I think he based it on the how many people die on these ones, and obviously he brought up the good point that
That's so sharp.
you know, with Everest, the amount of people who go there kind of increases it because you have more people around and more likely to be saved. But anyway, it's boss time.
What? Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, so I think this guy, when you attack him from behind, his tail will attack you as well. Or he'll have, like, you know, attacks from either side. So the head... the side bits. Okay, we almost got his will bar down for now.
You know what to do, boy. Not this time. There, boy. Too slow.
Okay, almost gone. Okay, let's get him.
Get him. Give them all you've got, boy. Sick of Torgal.
Is it even doing anything? Yeah, and as you can see, you can kind of hit the will bar. Yeah, he does this little pissy boss mode thing now.
Where he stops, no one knows.
Yeah, just let him do his thing. Whoa! Ow.
Not if we kill him first. You know what to do, boy. Torgal. There, boy.
I should probably pay attention really, shouldn't I?
Not this time. My wounds, boy.
Okay, now he's doing his favourite little move.
Not this time. Give them all you've got, boy. A little help. My wounds, boy.
Okay. Should hopefully be able to finish him off now.
There, boy. Don't let them get away. Over here. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. Over here. Get him, boy.
Nice, we got him. I mean, it would have been nice to get him in the, like, stagger bar thing, but yeah, unfortunately it didn't work. But anyway, yeah, my little mountain chat that I was talking about. Yeah, so they were saying the deadliest mountain was actually like the 10th largest in the world, and mainly it's because there's like loads of crevices and stuff that you can fall into, and yeah, it's just obviously you know, there's always the fear of like avalanches and all sorts. And what's funny is the guy even kind of he obviously explained the cost was a part of it as well. And it just makes you realise that, you know, it's all a bunch of like posh twats who just want something to boast about by just climbing a mountain, because it's just, why would anyone ever want to do that? Like, I don't, like, even if I had the money, I would not willfully climb a deadly mountain, you know, where I could possibly die. You know, I'd rather just be safe in my home. Or, you know, if I'm going to spend that kind of money,
Well, not by choice,
you know,
mate.
go to a nice island somewhere or something with nice weather.
And it was this sorry sack of bones Ram who saw fit to home.
But yeah, obviously, you know, I don't think it's to do with his smoking the coughing up blood.
Sid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. But what's in it for you?
What's in it for me?
Yeah, obviously,
Same as
yeah.
for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save
Yeah.
for our knack. Dominance
the
and
bearers
can
are just the
different
people who
from
have the
humans.
power of it or whatever. So
The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms.
yeah. What's really funny is when he taps you in the back there, you actually get the feedback from the DualSense controller. I just love it when games like have, make kind of liberal use of the
What
force
exactly do you
feedback.
plan on doing
Like I
when you
remember
find this dominant
MGS4 being one of the big ones because obviously with the PS3, it didn't launch with the DualSense or the DualShock 3. Obviously, to go into it a bit, basically what happened is Sony didn't want to pay like the licensing fee to the people who created the vibration technology. So they basically just decided that they were just going to launch it without vibration feedback, and then they sold it as if like it's a thing of the past that no one uses. And they had the dual, obviously it was I keep calling it dual, the 6-axis, which was the gyro controls basically. So obviously you had, every PlayStation controller has had gyro controls since the PS3 one, but obviously they made a big deal about it. But yeah, eventually it came back when they decided they were going to pay off the licensing fee. And then, MGS3 was the first game to launch alongside it. Or like, it was the first console bundled with it, and they kind of made a big point to use it a lot in the game. What was also interesting is that there was a bunch of games that actually did have support for the controller. It's just that, the controller just didn't, it just didn't have that feature yet. So like Devil May Cry 4, for example, was one of them that had the DualShock feature, and Uncharted 1 as well, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think back to. Nice, leveled up. But yeah, it's crazy to think back to the early PS3 days, actually, isn't it? Like where Sony was and where they are now.
In no time. Right.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a company mess up as bad. I mean, I guess until Microsoft really with their last two consoles, Xbox One and Series.
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
Ow. There we go. Sick him.
Give them all you've got, boy. There, boy.
I keep pressing Phoenix Shift instead of Dodge. That's like why I keep getting hit. Yeah, so yeah, it's not my fault, right? Even though it is, because I'm...
Not this time.
There we go, that's better.
Sick of Torgal. Get him.
There we go. There we go, and we're going that way. I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out where you're going, but still, it's useful to have that. But yeah, obviously, as everyone knows, the PS2, most successful console ever in terms of sales. I think 160 million. Sony pretty much dominating the console space. Competition don't even come close. Like
Someone's fault.
Dreamcast, original Xbox, and GameCube sales combined. I think what half of the sales of the PS2 or something like. They had an amazing, insane amount of market share, and then they kind of got arrogant, and went crazy with the PS3. Obviously, the main thing, well, the main two factors was obviously wanting to use the Blu-ray disc, which drove up the cost of the console because I had to use the Blu-ray lens.
All of them.
Even though I think the Blu-ray player was probably one of the best, like absolutely an amazing feature for the PS3, and yeah, made it amazing. And then obviously having the cell architecture, which made it difficult to develop for.
I don't understand.
Oh yeah, we got the villains there now. This is that lady we saw earlier. Yep.
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
I mean, that is messed up, isn't it? Those trees look really good, by the way. Yeah, that it's like, we're going to offer you money to betray your people, but we're going to kill you for doing that. It's like, yeah. It's like the ultimate irony there, isn't it?
Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloon's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Right. Always a fight, isn't there?
Who is that?
Let's do this.
At least they're not giant lizards.
Put a lady on the wind!
Yeah, this is like a more powerful enemy, this guy. He kind of reminds me of... why am I dodging? In DMC, there's the... if you ever played that, that's obviously the reboot of Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry as I like to call it. But yeah, there's an enemy in that. It's like this masked dude who's really quick. It's kind of like the equivalent of that enemy. There we go.
Sick of Torgal. A little help. There, boy.
He's a bit of a tougher enemy, as you can see. Gotta love quick time events. Where's he gone?
Behind you.
But yeah, essentially this is one of kind of like the mini boss type enemies that you will get in a character action game. Yeah, and obviously we will see like different variations of particular enemies. Yeah, this guy's annoying. Ow. Game.
Get him, boy. Keep your distance, boy. Not this time.
No. 5. There we go.
There, boy. Torgal. A little help. Torgal.
Why'd I move back and then hit him? That was dumb, wasn't it?
Get him. Get him, boy. A little help.
Ah.
Not this time.
mash. There we go. There we go. And it's over. Pretty epic battle. Obviously, I've got to get my dodge timings down a bit. Yeah, but we've got a new accessory there. Nice. Increase in attack. That was tiring.
They thought they were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part.
Yep.
Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one blessed by the Phoenix at that.
Yeah, this is like the strength of the game. Like,
Speaking of which,
kind of a little bromance between Sid and Clive.
does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law.
Hmm.
Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years.
Yep.
The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lost Wing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine.
I do like how he's just casually robbing their money. I mean, obviously he's going to need it, but
What
yeah.
if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you can essentially, yeah, we have arcade mode, which allows us to redo stages. Yeah, it's something that I didn't really do in the first, in my initial playthrough. But yeah, we'll go here now.
So much for arriving before sunset.
I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
Yep. Yeah, so just a fast travel spot, basically. Louder than words. As you can see, we just have to pretty much follow the waypoint marker. But yeah, this place is absolutely stunning. Yeah, so a lot of this, like, kind of... Yeah, you can open the map there as well. So yeah, a lot of this, like, kind of white stuff around here. You know, these, like... things here. They kind of alluded to it earlier. These like rock formations that they kind of like fell from the sky or something like that. Yeah, there are, the game does kind of go into it a little bit. So don't worry about that. If you were worried, that is. Yeah, this is another place I really like as well. This whole area. Yeah, it just looks very, very cool. Oh, we've got a monster to fight as well. May as well, right? And they're done. Yeah, obviously you will get a little bit of experience and some items for fighting random encounters, but for the most part, yeah, it doesn't really matter, to be fair. It's not something you really have to go out your way to do. I mean, I did that a lot on my first playthrough, but yeah, you really don't need to.
That's enough. There, boy.
Goodbye. Oh wait, I thought I was gonna like end it in a cool way.
What is it they want?
I don't know.
To ask the next one we meet. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah. Now back to PlayStation chat, obviously. But yeah, obviously Sony kind of had to deal with a lot of competition from Microsoft. So yeah, the PS3 was a very interesting time. But yeah, they managed to turn it around, and you know, it took a lot of them taking risks. You know, making a lot of random games you never would have. You know, you certainly probably wouldn't even make now.
No sign of the royalists.
You just think about games like, you know, The Puppeteer, just that random PlayStation Move game. You got games like Lair, Resistance, Killzone, bloody Uncharted. There was like Mag as well, which was basically a battle royale game before they were really a thing, and like all sorts of awesome games like that. Yeah, it was a cool time. Yeah, I may have said this already, but yeah, 7th gen, probably my favourite gen, like looking back now.
I don't even know what he looks like.
But yeah, we have to find some fella now.
The village can't be completely abandoned.
Nope.
Can it?
I don't think it can. Hello? Anybody there?
Like a child.
I'm sure she'll be right, it doesn't matter. Hello? Anyone there? Yeah, maybe it's up here. Hello? Anybody here? There we go. You right, kid?
It's all right. I'm not one of them. My friend and I, we're with the Imperial Army, and we've come to help. Do you know where your parents are?
In the church.
Why are they in the
I'm
church?
going to find them and make sure they're safe.
It's not Sunday, is it?
Can you stay hidden here until then?
Alright,
To the church, then.
let's do this. Forgot to pray my rosary, so you know. Which reminds me of the most insane ad I ever saw on Instagram, where it's this app called Rosary, which is basically supposed to be some sort of live stream praying app, and of all people, it was Mark Wahlberg, you know, Marky Mark, who was advertising it. It was the funniest ad ever, because it looked like he just quickly shot it like on his front porch or something, or in like next to a random window, and he's just saying, "Yo, there's this app called Rosaries. If you want to pray with me and plenty of people, then get it." Oh my god, it's like clearly just like some kind of rip off. Well, it's also funny coming from him because, you know, his history with the blinding Vietnamese men, and you know, being an overall piece of shit. So obviously, you know, he's the kind of person I want to pray with, and I think of when I think of religion.
Who the hell are you?
Clive!
Yeah.
Thought you weren't coming.
You're
Oh, yeah.
still alive, Gav?
Gav,
Barely.
probably the best character in the game, easily.
Doing what I can for the villagers, but
Also, I love that.
I thought you were joking.
I remember when I, after completing the game, or you know, around the time when the game was out, I just remember seeing online everyone talking about how awesome Gab is. So I wasn't the only one who liked him.
Was a dominant among them?
Ooh, is that like?
Maybe. It's not like he was holding a sign.
Yeah, he's a Geordie fella, so basically got like a Newcastle accent. Oh my god.
Clive, after him.
Right, now we get a chasing section. Yeah, this is one of those old school things in a game, isn't it? Also, I love how it's kind of like the second one now we've had after, you know, chasing down the goblin. Okay, let's go.
Any word from the scouts?
Not yet, my lady, but we have the Dominant's companion. It's only a matter of time before we seize our quarry.
Very good. And what of the others?
The bearers have been taken to Caer Norvent.
Some may still be worth keeping should the Dominant elude us.
All is in hand, my lady. They will not be spoiled. I give you my word. Gentlemen, a toast! Will you join me?
Look at that piece of meat.
My thanks.
He's not going to eat all that, is he?
Our Lady of the Wind and the King.
Ugh. Imperials drink this piss?
Well, it would go some way to explain their breath.
Lady Benedicta, Imperials!
Oh my god.
And instead of killing them, you lead the rats straight to us.
Mercy.
Bloody hell. They're just really establishing that she's evil.
An Imperial bearer. Good. I was getting bored.
Let's do this. Whoa. Yeah, as you can imagine, she's not just any hoe. Sorry, I shouldn't call her a hoe. I mean, she kind of is, but nothing wrong with that. But yeah. Remember? 8 dominants of different elements. So take a guess. You probably won't because, yeah. It's one that you don't see too often. Boss time! Ow!
Sid has to explain to me. Get him, boy!
Ow! Bloody hell, Clive, man. Man, I'm sucking when we're dodging right now, aren't I?
Better be on your way, Sid.
Ow.
Get him, boy! There, boy! My wounds, boy!
There we go.
There, boy! Toggle! There, boy!
Goodbye. Shrouded slain. And that is annoying. Not quite enough to get the next level. Also, I forgot to equip those accessories, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. But yeah.
You've got some fight in you, even for a Brandon.
Clive!
Look who's here to save the day. Is this how you recruit all of your charges?
Don't recall you complaining, Benedicta.
Oh, yeah. So obviously they've got a history.
So, Sidolphus,
Because, yeah, this is
Remind me.
basically
why was it that you betrayed your kingdom?
like some sort of drama or something. I was going to say
asked you a
sitcom.
question, Lord Commander.
Why? Because I'd had enough of you and your king's antics.
And yet here you are, stealing my branded. What are you plotting?
As if I'd tell you.
Hmm. Yeah, so
Lady Benedicta, we have secured the dominant.
I have a feeling
Always something, isn't there?
we are going to see her later. Obviously, it's the typical, like, you know, a reason for them to go. But obviously, we're going to find them later. I do love how stories always do that. Also, I remember when I was playing this, the whole time I was like, when Clive was going to fight Benedict, I was like, oh no, there's no way he can win.
Say where she was going.
No.
Then we head back to Lost Wing. One of the villagers may have heard something.
But we can't just...
Which is why I sent Gav. The man has a nose for these things. Trust me.
Just listen to him, mate. Yeah, I remember a full year or so, or maybe 2 before this game came out, there was Uniqlo, the clothes designer. They did a bunch of Final Fantasy shirts and actually had
They were looking for
a 16 one, which is really cool. In fact, you've probably seen me on one of my first proper videos on the channel, which was my top 5 games to add to your PS5 collection. A real, you know, really rolls off the tongue, that one. You can actually see me wearing the shirt where it's just sort of Clive standing. And yeah, it's just really cool that there was something 16 available before the game came out, which was kind of cool. Obviously, I had to get that shirt.
Oh, don't remind us. We were all saying the same thing.
This is our home, innit? Don't mean we won't out when we can, though.
And that, I'll drink to.
Got to respect Sid though, giving these people a new, you know, a home. And saving them from slavery.
Who's tamed worms 1,000 and slain the 10-fold. 100 full legions the young dragoon led, and watched as 1,000,000 foes
Yo.
tail and fled. His lance levels mountains, it slanders the deep. The skies over
He's always looking miserable, isn't he?
Listen, Clive.
You don't have to be brooding all the time, mate.
Bring him back. It won't.
13 years ago, I watched a dominant kill my brother right in front of me. And I did nothing.
Alright, fair enough. He has enough reason to be sad.
But now I can. I can kill the son of a bitch. And bring peace to my brother's soul. After that, whatever happens, happens.
Fate. You're content to be its slave, then?
Okay. What is going on?
His radiance would have us believe the Imperial host invincible.
Yeah, so this is obviously
Yet
one of
here
the
we
cool
find
things
the
that I like
Empire's
about the game. I may have said this earlier, but
teetering on the backs of a
yeah,
handful
we
of
actually get these scenes
cowards
with the
and
villains. One thing I
cutthroats.
really love. Yeah, it was one of the
Well,
things that I
Bahamut
didn't
may
like
lead
about
100 full
15.
legions.
Even though,
Could it be that the young
obviously,
prince
I think
defends
15,
a
everything
house
was...
of cards ready
We
to
basically saw
topple with the
everything
slightest
through Noctis'
breeze?
perspective. I get that, but... Yeah, I always love it. Like, you know, with Final Fantasy 12 we saw
Tell me
this as well.
something.
And
Why
it's
do
just,
you not
you know, it's really
persist?
cool when we get these scenes with the villain to kind of establish
Within you
them.
lies the power to slay gods. The phoenix perished in your flames. Yet you do not fight. You do not flee. You refuse your gift.
Who could this be?
Perhaps you are distracted. My offer still stands.
I do really
Join
like
us
how
and you will be treated
this
with
game kind of, it goes
respect
for
one of our
a more
kind
realistic
deserves.
style, but still manages to keep that Final Fantasy flair. You know, like Benedict in particular, just like, you know,
Lord
she's
Marcus,
one of the most Final Fantasy looking characters to ever Final Fantasy.
I'll give you a moment to consider your options. Do be gentle with them.
I think she's meant to have a hint of like an Irish accent. Does he
Clive.
sleep standing up? I mean, I guess that makes... Or I guess he's sitting down, but yeah.
Wake up. Gav's back.
I guess that makes sense if you've been a slave, right? You're not used to sleeping in a bed.
Canovant.
One of the Empire's outlying strongholds, though apparently not strong enough to keep out the royalists.
Nope.
The captured bearers are inside. I'm sure of it.
If Benedicta's orders are to stay in the shadows, she won't be traveling with many men. Meaning, she'll be keeping her prisoners together and close by.
Ah.
Including the dominant.
So, we find a way into the fortress and conjure a bit of chaos.
Nice one.
What about me?
Excellent question, Gav. You will wait outside the care and guide those I free to safety.
And miss all the fun. Why can't he do that?
Clive doesn't have your nose. He'd stumble off a cliff before he even found the men. Come on, Gav. You're the best man for the job.
Well, put it that way.
Oh my god, I love Sid.
Suppose I better scout ahead for any surprises.
That is how you get someone to do stuff for you, though, isn't it? You got to sweeten them up.
Don't you let him down.
I won't. All right. Shall we?
Not so fast. We wait until tomorrow.
But he's right there.
And if we leave now, we'll arrive just as the sun comes up. Maybe join the guards in breaking their fast. Come on, Clive. They only just took the place. They'll be there a while yet. We've got one chance at this. You don't want to waste it, do you?
No.
Right. The dead of night. Okay.
That's settled. There's someone I want you to meet.
Let this out.
Okay, first things first, before I forget. Let's equip that. What was that one? Oh. Yeah, that basically gives you like easy automatic, I believe. or like, you know, the equivalency of. Yeah, I think the other ones are just the things to make things easier.
He's the owner of the tavern, and
All
our
right.
best hope of getting a decent night's kip. Quentin, my good man, it seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Ooh.
Sympathetic. Then he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't?
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lost Wing. Take your brand, for example.
Oh yeah.
People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
Hey.
May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lost Wing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lost Wing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's
Okay.
see if this thing really works.
Now we just get to talk to some people. Aren't we lucky? Anyway, so then we have to go up here somewhere. There's some stairs. There we go. And I stupidly went the wrong way. Who would have known? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to have some people look at us and discuss.
Man, I see. Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah.
Sounds
Royalists
about
seem to think
right,
there was
mate.
anyhow.
Yeah. I'll have a bit of that.
All swallowed up in his robes like one of great Grieger's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
I guess this is sort of a vaguely Cockney accent, I
Only that
suppose.
you weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
Nice one, mate. Right. We're basically playing Shenmue now, aren't we, really? Where we're going around asking people. Yeah. Obviously, I've only actually played the first Shenmue game. I need to pick up the HD collection, though. I played the first one on Dreamcast, obviously. But yeah, yeah, it's such a cool game. I mean, yeah,
Master Quinton took a
there's kind of
there I was.
and there's
thinking you
people
were in
who
bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav
may
had to
say it's
say
not
about
their cup of
this.
tea, or you know, and there's some people who try to make out that it's not a good game, but yeah, I think it's really cool. I think it's such an interesting,
Looking after us.
cool idea for a game,
Now,
where it's kind of you
can I
know,
help you with?
the game is more designed
Searching for a
around
dominant of fire.
you know the whole
Seems as though they might
timer,
have
and
taken refuge here.
I love the fact that
We see a lot better
every
as weapons
NPC
pass.
is an original creation, at least in the first
I do
game,
seem to recall one in command
and
of
how
the
it's
Fae.
kind of like
Now, whether or not that makes
almost
them dominant,
a little
can't
life
say.
simmy in places and
The way
systemic.
they certainly took a keen interest in the poor soul.
Yeah, such a cool game.
Get a look at him.
Yeah, I heard 73 was kind of a
Never
disappointment
chance.
because it didn't really
One of the other bearers
evolve
left.
anything.
Thank you.
But it's still obviously,
I wonder if Sid's
yeah,
found
you know,
anything.
it's still interesting game. What I've heard. And yeah, obviously, I think people are kind of annoyed because Yu Suzuki didn't really kind of like finish off the story, and I think it's completing or it's going to continue on in an anime. Yeah, I just think, yeah, it's like it blows my mind that Yu Suzuki didn't realize that he was never going to get another chance after Shenmue 3, and he didn't actually make a complete story. Because I've heard that the story, literally nothing happens in the game. I haven't played it myself, but that's just from other information. But obviously, there's people who like really enjoy the game. Shenmue fans love it, so I probably will get some good enjoyment out of it.
I've been thinking.
But yeah,
if our
I
friend
think
uses their dominance,
yeah,
why not just burn the royalist
I might do a
terrorist?
Shenmue playthrough on the
There's a
channel at some
reason
point.
he's holding
Yeah,
back.
that'd be quite interesting.
And I reckon he has something to do with his
Yeah,
partner.
because it is a really
What
cool
makes you say
game.
that?
One of the villagers I talked to said
Obviously, if you want to play like the coolest version, definitely pick up on the Dreamcast. I heard the Japanese Dreamcast version is like the best because it has like all the things like the Coke cans, and there's like all sorts of product placement in it, and you can even see like the head of Sega in it as well as an NPC who they removed from the international version. Yeah, because obviously you have like the vending machines in the game, and those are all like actual products in the Japanese version. Obviously, you need to know Japanese to play that particular version. You gonna let us have a sleep then, mate?
No. About those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quinton. Next time we're a hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be
Yeah,
gone
nothing comes for
before you
free.
As you wish.
And obviously, this guy being as sort of shrewd as he is kind of part of why he's in charge, I guess. I mean, obviously, you can't let people take advantage of you. So,
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are the deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting. The road's
Okay.
south then?
We're finally going to go
I know of another shortcut.
to save whoever that dominant is. But obviously, we are going to have to do that in the next episode. Because obviously, yeah, how do I get to the world map? Because, yeah, I'm going to call it for this episode. We're getting close to time. Yeah, as you can see, you can just go directly to the menu and, yeah, continue on there. One thing we could do, like it said, you can go directly to the hideout. We've still got a couple minutes, so I'll just quickly show this. And, yeah, obviously, we could speak to the blacksmith, because they were saying that you can go here and get upgrades. Let's see if we have anything.
So, will it be?
Yeah, we can get a new sword, which is awesome. Did I get that one? I should have got this.
Should last you a good while.
And then what we got here?
Not bad.
Got some new armor. Can't make either one of these,
Bring the
unfortunately.
materials, and I'll think about it.
But yeah, got a better weapon now, which is nice. And then let's see this lady here.
Curl dragged in. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about
If you're gonna buy something, quick like. Sorry, I'm gonna keep doing her little voice.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay, and then we need some more potions.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
How much gold do we even have? Yeah. So yeah, that increases your attack. This increases your defense. So we're gonna get that.
It'd better all be here.
But yeah, there we go. We've got some new items. So we'll be ready for the next part. Yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. So yeah, have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you.